everyone, this is Dream with Shan, and I'm Shan, and this is the official YouTube channel for my nonprofit organization, Conceive A Dream Foundation. This video is pretty much just an intro video to give you a little bit of background information on the foundation, on what we do or what we hope to do during a little bit about myself, why I founded the organization. So we'll talk about some of the things that we have to offer, such as our merchandise and opportunities to collaborate with other nonprofit organizations, as well as opportunities to have people volunteer with us and share some of the skills that they may have. So who or what is Conceive A Dream Foundation? Conceive A Dream Foundation, we are a federally recognized 501c3 organization, and what that means is that we are tax exempt. So any donations, whether it be monetary or in kind, meaning if you donate any supplies, any material, your time or your talents, if you have a business and let's say you volunteer to provide session speakers for us or anything of that nature, it is tax deductible for your business and for yourself. So that's more technical than that, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And to get into more details about what we do, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to spell out what our mission is and things like that, because that's all stuff that you can find on our website, but I'll kind of give you a summary or a synopsis of what we do. So Conceive A Dream Foundation has actually been incorporated through the state of Georgia for several years now, but recently in 2017 we obtained our 501c3 status. But like I said, prior to that, we had been established for a few years. And initially, when I thought about what I wanted to do with the organization, I had these really big and grand ideas. I'm from an underserved community. I'm a native of Georgia, born in Atlanta, lived most of my life in East Atlanta and the Decatur area. And I would say I lived in an underserved community, both educationally, economically, and medically underserved. And based on my experience, when I got to college, I noticed that while I did really well in high school, did really well in grade school and things like that, when I got into an environment where everyone had pretty much been the top of the class and did well in school, I noticed that my educational experience did not fare to what I thought it would have been. I found that while I excelled in high school, the level of my education was not sufficient or not adequate to the level of other people in other communities and other cities and things like that. So I felt like most people in my neighborhood probably felt the same way, but different people overcome obstacles in different ways. And for me, I was like, wow, I'm used to, doing well and, things coming to me relatively easy. And when I got in college, I was like, no, things aren't coming to me relatively easy. Like, this is a lot harder than I thought. And while I assumed that I was prepared coming from high school because I had a high GPA and I was in all these honor societies and things like that, everyone at my college had been in an honor society or beta club or had been the top of their class. But their education up until that point exceeded my education as far as the resources that they had available. So when I thought about my organization, I thought I wanted to be able to help high school students as well, because that's a barrier in underserved communities, being able to just even dream on graduating from college. And while I'm sure that the high school graduation rates have increased since the time that I graduated from high school, it's still a barrier in underserved communities to get students to think outside that box and think that they can actually do something other than what they may see the norm in their community is. And I still have the goal of working with youth in high school, but as I was going through the process of applying for my 501c3 status, I was working with a consultant, and she pretty much told me that being that there are so many programs out there for underserved youth, as far as helping them be college ready or something dealing with college, that I might want to hone in on my mission for the single mothers in college or young mothers in college, working with them to help them matriculate and receive professional guidance and personal growth, that should be the main thing that I focus on at this point. So right now, again, that will be the focus of Conceive A Dream Foundation, but hopefully in the next few years, with the collaboration of other organizations that have similar goals and values and mission, I can work with underserved youth, because again, that's kind of where it started for me. It started at home, it started in high school, and it just kind of followed me through to college and things of that nature. And I think it's really important to kind of get to the root cause of it. Like in elementary school and middle school, you have to have those mentors around. You have to have those resources available at the school. And if they're not available at the school, you have to find avenues to meet these children where they need to be met at. Provide them with the things that they need to have in their community, whether it be a person or an organization bringing those things to their community, or bringing them to where the resources are. One day I was out to lunch with my aunt and my sister, and we were just talking about our college experience, education, and just our life at that point. And I am a mother. I have a 10-year-old son. His name is Devin, and I had Devin while I was in college. I was in my sophomore year of undergraduate in a 4-year degree program. And when I had him, I was already in a situation where I worked a full-time job prior to having him, because I needed the financial stability to be able to pay for my tuition. I attended a private college, so the tuition was a lot higher than had I gone to a state school, and my family was not in a position to be able to support me financially or to contribute to my tuition and fees. So I needed the funds from an employment position in order to help offset what my loans and what scholarships weren't able to cover. And like I said, this was prior to me becoming a parent. And then when I had my son, during my sophomore year of college, my college experience was a bit different from some of my counterparts. And I noticed during my 4 years at my institution, my school was not really equipped to handle students who weren't traditional. And I'll say that in the sense of students who were not the average student of being young and having their main responsibility be their education. And so during my educational experience, feeling like I lacked a lot of the guidance and support that I needed in order for me to matriculate in a manner that I would have hoped, or at that time when I was thinking about what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be. And this was again back in 2013, 2014 when the idea first came up. I thought about, wow, I've graduated from college, I have this degree, I've always wanted to be a physician, but I'm nowhere close to where I need to be or where I want to be. I had just finished my graduate degree program, and I was still like, okay, what am I going to do with my life? I'm still not in medical school yet. I'm still not a practicing physician. And I kind of just thought about just my life decisions and things and interactions that had come about and what I could do to kind of help other people, because I really wish I had mentorship or guidance while I was in college as a young mom to kind of help me figure out some of the things that I did not know. Again, my family was not in a position to help me financially, and then many of them were not in a position to help me in my professional endeavors as well, because not many of my family members had even gone to college. I have one aunt who has a bachelor's degree and graduate level degrees, but other than her, I don't have any close relatives that have experienced academia at the level that I had reached. So when you ask for help or ask for guidance, who do you go to if you don't have those members in your family for help? And the information or the resources weren't readily available to me of who I could talk to or who I could reach out to. So I thought about how seeing that I had been through being a mother in college, I graduated, I went to graduate school, and I had done other things up until that point, I could be of a resource to women and students just from underserved communities. So from the time that I initially kind of thought about the idea of having a nonprofit until I actually was incorporated, and then again until I received my 501c3 status, I participated in different activities that allowed me to mentor students. Some of my friends would just meet somebody or know someone who was either a mom, or either we were from the same area, went to the same undergrad, or we even went to the same master's program, and they would, say, hey, can I give them your telephone number? I think you'd be a great person for them to talk to, just give them some advice. And that's pretty much how I was able to fulfill my my passion for my nonprofit without actually being able to do the programming that I wanted to, because I didn't have the time when I first started, because my employment position was I was changing different employment positions and just trying to find the time to do all the things that I wanted to do. So I did individual mentoring up until this point. And when I thought of Conceive a Dream, the name came from just my experience as a parent. I've always wanted to be a doctor. I've always wanted to be in some type of service job, and this was probably before even elementary school. I always had it in my mind that's what I wanted to do. And when I had a child, to conceive is to birth something into existence. And for me, I did birth a child. And I think that your dreams and your goals are also something that you birth and you nurture and you bring them to life and you bring them to the forefront of what you want to do. So I thought, conceive a dream, because like I said, you will conceive your dream. You birth it, you nurture it. Our programming goes, we are currently in a recruitment phase. We are recruiting women in college who have children to participate in our 10-month program. It's for mothers in college in the Atlanta metropolitan area, so within the cities of Atlanta, DeKalb County, Gwinnett. As long as your institution is housed in the North Georgia area, then you qualify to participate. And the 10-month program will be a series of sessions. Every other month there will be a session used to help the mother either grow academically and professionally or personal growth. That personal growth could deal with parenting, could deal with self-love, self-assurance, self-confidence, just different things, so that by the end of the program, we hope that each mother will come in with a certain set of goals and leave knowing that she is capable of fulfilling those goals, and she has the tools and resources and the support that she may not have had entering the program to live out her dreams or conceive her dreams and achieve her dreams. And will also consist of community service work. A saying that I always go by: to whom much is given, much is required. And as we try to work with women and as we try to work with the mothers to help build them and to help them grow and to help them achieve the dreams that they set forth for themselves prior to becoming a parent or prior to entering college, we think it's important that they give back to the community. So we will set up different activities where not only the mom but the children can participate in community-oriented service projects. And we do that so that the kids can be involved as well. When you start service learning early, it's embedded in the things that you do in the nature of the person who you are. And that pretty much is a gist of what we hope to do during this next year. And as I said, we're currently in our recruitment phase. We should have our applications uploaded to the website within the next 2 weeks for the women who are interested in participating in the Mothers in College program. And we'll also have an application and information up available for anyone who's interested in becoming a mentor to some of the women in the program, or interested in volunteering, or interested in holding a session. We welcome all collaboration from other organizations throughout the Atlanta metropolitan area and even nationally. I will leave some information about our website as well as our email address either on the video or in the information section below. And you can always reach us at any time. We also are currently looking to add to our team. Right now, it's a few of us just working fully hands-on to make everything happen. And we would love anyone who has an interest in working with underserved community, as well as anyone who is either a mother or a supporter of mothers, to be involved. And again, we do have several positions open. If you'd like information on those positions, you can always email us, and there will be information on the website as well about the team positions that we're looking to fill for the next year. I appreciate you for checking out this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Again, this is Dream with Shan. This channel will focus on not only our nonprofit organization, Conceive A Dream Foundation, and also me just showing you all a glimpse of what it's like to be a mom and working towards your goals. Again, I am not where I thought I would be when I entered college, but I just want to show other women and other individuals that if you have a goal, no matter what type of obstacle you face, you can overcome it. Like I said, I'm in medical school right now, and by far it is one of the most challenging things I've experienced, not only as a mother, but as a person who has always struggled finding what works for me. That's why I hope this organization can do that for other women, other youth, and other people who are just working towards their goals. And we do have merchandise. I'm going to stand up and let you see the shirt that we have. So these are our shirts. We have adult shirts and kid shirts. And visit our website at conceiveadream.org/fun stuff, and it'll take you to where our shirts are. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us, comments, or reach out on any of our social media platforms.